The park had always been her refuge. Tall, swaying trees whispered secrets in the wind, and sunlight danced through them like fleeting moments of joy. Here, on a weathered wooden bench overlooking a pond, Anna shared fond memories with the man she loved most in the world, Ethan. Ethan was not only her best friend, he was her accomplice and confidant, the only person who truly understood the wordless words behind her smiles and tears. They were an unusual couple who met in high school, an introverted artist and an active dreamer. Over the years, their bond grew deeper, evolving into something that didn't need labels. Every Saturday morning, rain or shine, they met in the park. Ethan was always the first to arrive, a cup of Anna's favorite coffee in one hand, and a novel he was engrossed in the other. He laughed as he read her excerpts from poetry, and made her laugh out loud when he interrupted her with his exaggerated expressions and accents. But now the bench felt colder, emptier. The cafe napkin on which Ethan had doodled her favorite flower was still in her sketchbook, and his laughter remained in her memory. In a cruel twist of fate, Ethan had been taken from her a month ago. A sudden accident, a phone call in the middle of the night, and suddenly he was gone. Grief, she realized, is like a maze without a plan. One day, she wandered through her memories of him. Each one was a sharp pain, but also a gentle comfort. Other days, the weight of his absence felt like a storm pulling her down. Anna hadn't been to the park since Ethan's funeral. It was too painful to see the banker bank without him. But on his 29th birthday, she mustered the courage to return. She took her notebook, a thermos of coffee, and Ethan's favorite book of poetry. The park hadn't changed, but Anna had. Her steps became heavier as she walked towards the bench. She saw them and stopped. Someone was sitting there, a little boy with messy hair throwing breadcrumbs at the ducks. He turned and smiled at her, and for a moment she saw Ethan's mischievous grin. "Hey," the boy said, stepping aside to make room. "This place is beautiful." Anna nodded and forced a smile as she sat down. They sat in silence. The boy tossed breadcrumbs to the ground, and Anna stared out at the pond. Her fingers traced the grooves in the wood, each one a reminder of the countless times she and Ethan had spent there. "My brother used to bring me here all the time," the boy said, suddenly breaking the silence. "He said this was the perfect place to think." Anna gasped. "What about your brother?" The boy nodded. "He passed away last year, but every time I come here I feel like he's still there." Her heart ached at the familiar pain she heard in his voice. "I lost someone too," she whispered. "He loved this bench." They talked for hours, reminiscing about their loved ones. The boy's name was Leo, and he was much younger than Anna, but he reminded her of Ethan's warmth and kindness. For the first time in weeks, she felt a ray of peace. As the sun disappeared behind the horizon, Anna reached into her bag and pulled out Ethan's favorite book. She opened it to a page he had creased. It was a poem he had once read to her with such fervor that the words seemed to come alive. Her voice trembled as she read it, but when she finished, she felt a sense of calm. "Thank you," Leo said, his eyes shining. That was beautiful. Anna smiled through her tears. Ethan would have loved you. From that day on, Anna went to the park every Saturday. Sometimes Leo would accompany her, and sometimes she would sit alone and draw or read. The bench, once a symbol of loss, became a place of healing. She realized that Ethan's essence lived on not just in the memories they shared, but in the love and connection she had made with him in the future. The emptiness remained, but it no longer felt insurmountable. Rather, it became a place where new memories could grow, a testament to the lasting impact of her beloved. And as the seasons changed, Anna discovered that while loss shapes us, love has the power to heal even the deepest wounds.